Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. We are playing Standard and we have a really spicy brew here that had a good deep run with 8-1-1 in a big Japanese tournament that I think took place while their regional championship in Modern took place. They had a big Standard tournament. It was a huge cup, almost 500 people. And this deck, Sultai Reanimator, top 8'd the event. Super cool to see, a new deck arrive on the scene here. First up, I want to say sorry for the few uploads lately. I've just been, very busy preparing myself for the Pioneer Pro Tour in Chicago. I really, really want to succeed there. So I've been, dimming down a little bit on the content I'm doing. Did a couple streams and will do a stream tomorrow as well. Maybe another stream this week as well if I can lock in my Pioneer deck early, because I'm already flying this weekend. So I gotta get the cards and I just gotta know what I want to play. Essentially, I want to know a good amount beforehand so I don't stress too much. So I'm really pushing hard right now. And after I'm recording this, I'm gonna go back into the trenches and test Pioneer with my teammates. All right, back to what we have in front of us here. So we are using Squirming Emergence as our reanimation spell. By the way, I will put the entire tournament in the description so you can check for yourself. This is a sweet card from Lost Caverns Ixalan that needs a lot of permanence in your graveyard to actually work. So, yeah, but I mean, on rate for 3 mana returning something is quite a good rate. So if you can easily get to that descent payoff, I could see it being quite good. All right, so what do we have here? We have Otherworldly Gaze, not a permanent, but puts permanence into our graveyard, of course. Fallaji Archaeologist. This is one thing a permanent, but also it mills us, so perfect in that regard, and it finds us our Squirming Emergence because it looks for a non-creature non-land card. So really nice in this deck, and I'm kind of surprised to not see 4 of them. But yeah, I mean, there's other good 2-drops, I suppose. There's Founding on the Third Path, which is perfect again. It is an enchantment, so it's a permanent. It can recast instant or sorcery spells with mana 1 or 2 from your graveyard. That unfortunately doesn't work with your other 2-drops that mill. It just works with Gaze and Bitter Triumph. That is kind of unfortunate. Oh, no. Oh, I misremembered the card. Okay, so you can cast a spell from your hand, so it does, I think, work with Prankster. And then, on the third chapter, it can cast any spell. It can cast your Squirming Emergence. So just like Archaeologist, it finds the Squirming Emergence and you can go off. So, again, perfect for the deck, mills you, does everything you want. And then Prankster mills you for 4 as well, finds you the Emergent as well, and even gives you a little body, and is also a permanent. So it counts to the descent. So all these enablers that are kind of synergistic and kind of like spells in a way, right? They're sort of like impulse effects or anticipate effects actually are permanents that work with Emergence. So yeah, I mean, it does make a lot of sense, doesn't it? I'm a little worried about the Prankster not hitting all the time because compared to a deck like Is It Phoenix, we rather have only a few instants and sorceries here. It's 7 plus 4, 11. Plus the pranks that it can find itself. Yeah, that's just 15. That's very low. So the prankster might miss a good amount of the time. But hey, it still mills you for 4. It is still a permanent that mills you. So you could play something like Confounding Riddle, the 3 mana counterspell that can also look at the top 4, and then you bin all 3 of those and take 1 in hand. But that one is not a permanent, so it doesn't count itself, but it might still be better. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, just trying this list for now, keeping that in mind. Bitter Triumph, removal, that also is this card, just perfect. And then we have a Tarot Tide, which is also more removal, I suppose, a sweeper that works well in this deck. We have the Tempest Hart, which is another permanent that is also a discard outlet, so it fits that theme. Not the greatest card, of course, but hey, draw 2, discard 2 could be important to discard one of your big payoffs. And then in addition to the Squirming Emergence, playing 2 copies of Cruelty of Gix, I kind of like that. Upping the number there a little bit, going up to 6. Although I would think that maybe a reanimation, like an actual sorcery, would be better because you can find it with Founding. You can exile it with Founding, and you can find it with Prankster. Cruelty, you cannot find that easily. So that makes me wonder if just the normal reanimation spell is better. But hey, I'm still gonna run this list as is. Cruelty of Gix has obviously more flexibility and does more. But for example, you could play the instant speed reanimation spell out of, I think, Streets of New Capenna, if you have 5 different types, which should be relatively doable. I mean, you even have 8 mana, 9 mana, 7 mana, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lands, of course, that you're gonna bin very easily with all the mills. So yeah, you could get to 5 different types and then have an instant speed, a reanimation spell, which could be very nice against the blue decks in the format. All right, this is an interesting assortment. We have 3 Atraxa. I mean, this is the most powerful reanimation target by far. I like that, but then we also have one with the Multiverse and Portal, because Squirming Emergence does not care if it's a creature. You can return any non-land permanent. And yeah, I mean, one of the Multiverse, if that sticks, you're usually going to win the game, because you can put it into play and then just cast any big thing that you had left in hand from your hand. So yeah, pretty good there. And Portal to Phyrexia, just super powerful, also reanimates your other threats. And Titan of Industry and Jin-Gitaxias, I guess, for some flexibility. We have Jin-Gitaxias maybe against the blue deck, where it counters the first spell they cast, could be good. And then Titan of Industry just stabilizes you well. Titan of Industry and Atraxa are sort of like the best creatures in Standard, you could say. The most flexible, most powerful. And those are the ones that I also played in my Reanimator deck a while ago in my little brew. Yeah, super cool idea, successful as well. One thing about Standard these days, nobody is playing any Graveyard Hate. There's just no reason to play Graveyard Hate. At most, you play like Trespasser in your red-black deck or whatever. But I mean, Trespasser will be fine, but like it doesn't even seem like against this deck, I would say you need like hardcore Graveyard Hate that really gets rid of all the cards. Because just the Trespass, I mean, it will be annoying, but it won't be. I think it will definitely be beatable. That's what I'm trying to say. Another big thing that this deck has now with the latest set is Undercity Sewers and Underground Mortuary. Perfect. And Hedge Maze for its worth. Five of those lands. Absolutely perfect for a Reanimator deck. Surveilling cards from the top of your library. Super, super good. Digs you deeper to Emergence. Puts cards, any cards, for what it's worth, into the graveyard for Emergence. So just a really subtle but amazing addition. And funnily enough, that is the only main deck card from the new set. Or like, let's say the only 3 main deck cards from the newest set. So this deck was already before a thing, theoretically. Just hasn't been found, right? But yeah, I mean, having these extra lands is, of course, really, really good. One Sparrow's Headquarters here for the off chance of hard casting an Atraxa is kind of neat. And 24 lands in total, which is definitely on the low end, but I guess you do have Gaze to help a little bit. And I suppose you don't even need that many lands. Like, you could operate on 4 lands easily with Emergence. And then 5th land for Cruelty, and that's it. All right, let's take a look at the sideboard. We have Malicious Eclipse against the aggro decks, choosing that sweeper over... oh, no, actually, both Path of Peril and Malicious Eclipse. Okay, so just spreading out there, but 4 in total, really respecting Red-White Convoke, which actually was not that successful in the event. It at least didn't make top 8, I believe. Pretty sure about that. Go for the throat, Tear Asunder, Flexible Removals, Nightclubber. I mean, 5 cards actually against... Convoke, really going hard there. And that's, you know, like Convoke is a very powerful proactive deck, kills you turn 4 if you don't interrupt it. But then again, Convoke really gets hosed by these sideboard cards as well, because it is a very linear strategy. Of course, this deck also gets hosed by Graveyard Hate, but nobody's playing Graveyard Hate, so good meta call in that regard. Couple Duress, they make a lot of sense. Duress is great with Founding of the Third Path. Would even like to see more, honestly, because it's such a nice synergy there, where you can really strip someone's hand apart. Could even play Pilfer, for example, as well. Negate, yeah, just color magic. The second Tear Asunder up down here. A Lier, interesting. Making your spells uncountered. Burl, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you bring it in against the aggressive decks as sort of like a stabilizing thing that can sweep the board over and over again. That could be a thing. And then 2 copies of Virtue, which I guess they could come in against like a red-black mid-range deck or a green-black mid-range deck, where you kind of want that cheap removal for, I don't know, like, I guess it doesn't kill Preacher, which kind of sucks. But yeah, it kills Glissa, I suppose. And then later on, the games tend to go long in those matchups, and then you use that 7-mana enchantment. maybe the thought behind this is just that it's the best thing that you can have, or the most flexible card that you can have that gains you life and is good against mono red. Maybe that's the thinking. Better than Parasitic Grasp, maybe, because, you know, it just hits everything. And it also comes in against decks where there aren't any humans. Maybe that's just the reasoning. I'm trying to guess. Maybe you won't need it against the green-black decks of sorts. All right, well, that is Sultai Reanimator. And yeah, one of the sweetest decks and also successful. So super cool. I'm excited to try it out. Let's see if this thing is actually... Is it broken or is it trash? We'll find out. All right, Kugarasi, you play first. We have no black mana, no way to find black mana either. Consider would be nice, honestly, as well on this deck, wouldn't it? But I guess you really want to have a balance of cards that... I don't know. You want a balance of cards that are also permanents. I think that's the main reason why you don't play stuff like Consider. I would guess. Yeah, this hand is a bit too... It doesn't have enough pieces. Yeah, I like this more. I like this a lot more. Okay, so I guess I'll bin Atraxa. And then we play Glade. Yeah, just having the third land in all colors seems quite important, considering that these type of cards don't dig me towards lands. So I would be very reliant on drawing that third land, and just a little too risky for my personal taste. Yeah, I thought about doing timeless content, but there's nothing exciting really. Like, I think the rhinos are just too bad. And I think... Oh, I can actually speed this up if I want to. Do I want to speed it up? I don't think I want to, funnily enough. Because... yeah. Yeah. Because I want, on turn 4, to use the third chapter, and I want this to also use the third chapter on turn 4. Or I could decide to pop them both at the same time. Okay, so we milled an Emergence, so we have it. And we do have 2 types. If this goes to the bin, it's more... Wow, okay. I think in that case I would just mill now. It will mean that... Wait a minute. So this goes to the bin. That's already 7, huh? Wow. No. Yeah, I mean, if I hit 4 spells, I have another hit here. I think I really want to make sure that I get... Like, I won't get both the third chapter triggers to good use, I think. That's the issue now, by doing this. But that's fine. I really, really just want to make sure that I have the Squirming Emergence enabled, which is now the case. But like, imagine if these 2 would have been instants, like Otherworldly Gazes or more Emergences, then I might not have gotten there. And now I get 2 more permanents in the grave, so I have guaranteed 9 permanents. So I basically played around those 2 being instants and sorceries, and have 9, which is overkill. But yeah, I mean... Oh man, this is nice. Although I guess now if they counter this, I sort of wasted one of these paths, but it's okay. Oh wow, alright, well. My opponent sees it on board, but I guess they just didn't have the counterspell here. So I can just get Portal to Phyrexia against the Dimir deck. Just target the same, whatever. Oh. Oh. It hasn't left the battlefield yet. I wanted to get Portal to Phyrexia, but... Alright, part of the resolution of the chapter before it leaves play. Okay, well, in that case, that was irrelevant. My entire thinking and my entire thought process was just nonsense. In that case, I should not have done what I did. In that case, I should have let them tick one after another. Alright, well... do I get Titan or do I get... I could blow up the Cryptic Code. Or get Atraxa. Atraxa just gets killed. They have 4 cards in hand. I think I just get Atraxa. I'm a little disappointed by that. That doesn't work the way I want it to. Take that for sure. Take one of those, take a Cruelty, I guess, and then take Shipwreck Marsh, and then Archaeologist. I could also take a Founding to recast the Emergence, might actually be better. I already have a Cruelty. Alright, I have to discard. I guess. I already have a Portal in play. I don't know. I guess if they play Trespasser and exile one of my... If they exile my Titan, then I have a second big threat. I guess if they exile Portal, I would like to have another Portal. Man, this is super powerful though. Like, I just put a turn 4 Atraxa into play. I mean, to be fair, if my opponent had a counterspell, I would have been in trouble. Cryptic Code, huh? People applying that. Yeah, I think it's not too bad. It's like annoying to deal with, because on the one hand, this has Ward 2, so you can't really kill that easily. And then even if you kill it at some point, which you kind of have to at some point, it's a 3/2 unblockable that deals you 3 damage every turn, then you just get it back. So really annoying card to deal with. Okay, well, I think it's time. I mean, I'm just doing completely busted things here. Like, look at this. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, caramba. That's just insane. Just play this. Mill myself. And then Emergence again next turn. On Beyond the Multiverse. Or what, I always go Beyond the Multiverse is the draw spell. One with the Multiverse. Good old Urza popping it off here. Sparklings, woo! Dancing, yeah, Urza just wrecking. One with the Multiverse. I have no idea about the lore, but it just looks like he's having a good moment in his career. All right, blue black, blue black, blue black, blue black. Malicious Eclipse, good against the coat. What other 2-drops they run? Schooner, I guess. Yeah, it's not good against Schooner. It's good against Mastermind. And Bat, to be fair. It's good against Bat. Maybe it's good enough. Duress probably where I want to be. The Path also blows up the Cryptic Code. If they go creature into Cryptic Code, I can just either of the two do the trick. What is bad? I think Jin-Gitaxias maybe. Doesn't really catch me back up. My opponent's fairly aggressive. Do I have to worry about Graveyard Hate? I don't really think so. I'm just going to bring in 2 Duress and then maybe like cut a Prankster. 4 Bitter Triumph. Cruelty might be a little too expensive against the blue deck, to be honest with you. I might just want to have some amount of removal here to buy myself more time. No cut downs, interestingly enough. All right, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm just like sort of following my intuition here. But Cruelty of Gix doesn't seem great against, you know, someone with Tishana Tidebinder and stuff. Hand is pretty slow, but it does have a nice setup, I guess. So I can... These 2 can put 2 cards in a bin, then this can put 3 cards in a bin. That's 5. Then this puts another 3. It's like 8. If I don't take a card, then I jump block. Could be enough. Yeah. It's a bit slow, but these lands actually helping in my game plan makes them a little bit more appealing as tap lands. Darkslick Shores. I think you're really priced to put cards in the bin because that's really important for your game plan to work. So yeah, untapped land might be reasonable. Oh my god. They actually play a 2-drop that I have never seen before. that interacts with the graveyard. Are you serious? I'm playing my first match with this deck, and I'm playing against someone who plays a card that pretty much is unplayable, I think. Like, this is not a playable card, is it? It's just a graveyard hate card. And my opponent is the random one opponent who plays that? Are you serious? Is anybody else playing this card? Like, you know, I'm curious. Like, maybe I'm just living under a rock. Let's check. The Dimir midrange list that went like 9-0. Does it play that card? No, it does not. You have 4 Fairy Mastermind and 4 Bat, and then you have Schooner. There's no space for a shitty 2-drop. Sorry. I gotta be harsh there. But like, come on. And literally playing a card. It's just frustrating. It's like weird testing as well. Like you're trying out a deck and then you play against some weird card that doesn't exist, and then but is randomly good against like your brew. It's just like, wait a minute, I want to play against normal Dimir midrange decks that don't have random hate pieces. Well, I guess it's more of a test now. Okay, Squirming Emergence so far only has 1. Yeah, they took it. Preacher is gonna draw them cards now. Yeah, this is tough. Deep Cavern bad. Discarding my hand is nice. The Preacher. Good curve out here. This Dimir deck is good, huh? Good deck. Very good deck. Tough cookie. Oh. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I should just kill the Preacher and just play a slower game and hope my opponent... Like, if I kill the Bat, they're just gonna draw more and more cards. Maybe find counter spells. This is tough. I mean, I already have 1 Bitter Triumph in my graveyard, so I only have 2 left and 1 path to get rid of this Bat. I also barely have anything in the grave. I'm just gonna run this out for now. See what we're doing then. Okay. So now I have... It doesn't even tell me anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5. Play this. 6. Okay. Yeah, I probably need like 2 more turns here to be able to cast my Emergence. And at that point, they have drawn so many extra cards with the Preacher that, you know, how likely is it they might have another Bat, they might have a counterspell. Seems kind of rough, honestly, this matchup, the more I think about it. Because, like, sure, they might not have Graveyard Hate, although they do, because, you know, they're very prepared. They might not have, they don't have that, but they still have a bunch of counter spells and high pressure. So, and discard. So they have a good amount of disruption for my combo here. And I'm really working towards that Emergence resolving, so it's just tough. Okay, didn't play anything more, so either have a bad hand, removal, or counter spells in hand. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna... Atraxa already in a bin. Gonna do that, then use the Gaze, put 3 more cards in the bin. We're up to 6, so the Gaze should get there, and they can only take 1 Emergence, so... Beholds, they don't have another counter, another action. I have it, yeah. We can cross our fingers that those 6 cards they will have after the attack won't be anything that interacts with my Emergence. Yeah. Sounds good. Dimir control, Dimir midrange deck. You just don't have anything? Good plan. Bitter Triumph is kind of nice against the Preacher. Like, they had a really good draw on the play. They're playing 2 Lazav, obviously. Obviously. The one guy in the entire room. So I could keep a land on top, actually. But it's probably not a great idea. Because like I could play around Make Disappear Spell Pierce, I guess. But they can also just sack anything. I really look if I find Duress here, that'd be nice. Duress. That's actually a pretty good card as well. Yeah, but like no matter what, I'm just gonna go for this. They have the. I mean, they obviously have the negate. It's like pretty obvious. Yeah, good draw on the play. Okay, fair enough. Oh, invasion. Oh wow, now they're gonna get. They can copy one of my cards. Right, that's how it works, I believe. I haven't played with this card in a while. Wow, they have all the hate. Okay, I'm out of here. Like, that's too brutal. Now they get my card. No. I wouldn't let that happen. That is not okay. All right, I'm glad I brought in Path of Peril over Eclipse. Like, that card looks a lot better against the Lazav. Jesus Christ. Can't believe it. Invasion of Amonkhet, that's a cute one. The winner of the big standard cup or whatever also played it. Oh, actually, he wasn't the winner. Sorry, he was the first place after Swiss. Let me just check real quick. Who won the event? Blue White Flash? No, Esper. Esper made it to the finals. Esper midrange won. Boring. Who would have thought? Esper midrange? Really? Interesting. Is Duress even better than like removal? Especially against the Zav. I think Tempest Hart. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's good enough, but like, I already have 2 Path of Peril. Yeah, this matchup seems kind of rough. Just, they don't need graveyard, they just need the timely counter spells and discard and stuff, so they have a lot of interaction for me, so it's trouble. It's trouble. It's a nice hand, though. To keep. I really like that these cards basically work themselves. It's so nice. Just like, makes a lot of sense. I wonder how many gems, and by gem I mean like cool brews that haven't been found yet, you know? Like that's sometimes a thing in Magic. Those decks are just not found. Like Lantern Control, you know? That was a deck that was found way later, even though the cards were for a long time legal in that standard format. Sorry, in that modern format, actually. Do I keep this or this? And there's a reason they played 4 of these, right? Because it's just better. I mean, I have Gaze. No. I have Gaze as additional. Like, I have a... No, I don't need it. Yeah, fine. Although it works kind of well with the Founding, huh? Maybe it was stupid. I think the Prankster works with the Founding, right? I would assume it does. Again, I'm not going to mill immediately because I want to Gaze first. And I want to set up more. So I'm chilling on chapter 1. Okay. Not a Gaze. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this. I'm gonna do the same. It's like, I don't need to Gaze for something when these guys just mill the Emergence and basically win. But yeah, I guess I don't have any graveyard shenanigans right now. I can Duress them, which is nice. Oh, they didn't play anything. See why this is so good with Duress? Like, way better than with a counterspell. Yeah, I guess I have to Duress. Which is nice. Love that. I could definitely see a third Duress here. Or some other discard spell, like a Pilfer or whatever. Okay, they have a Tidebinder only, that's it. And Shieldred next turn, maybe. Alright, there's the good stuff. But they can Tidebinder my trigger on the Emergence, which is very sad. But at least they don't pressure me at all right now. So that's good. They're also going into the sewers. The sewers aren't so bad, you know? Rats are not that disgusting after all. Alright, I don't want any of these. Thank you very much. Okay, I guess we'll have to target this, and then you let me know if that happens. Oh. So you drew a counterspell? I couldn't play the land first, it just happens instantaneously, so I can't play it around Make Disappear. Wow, that just resolves. Okay. Opponent could have... I guess they countered this trigger? I mean, wouldn't you rather have me nothing than a 7/7 in play? Could have decided to give me nothing by countering this trigger. I'm not that good at Magic. I don't know. Maybe it might have been worth. I mean, if they have a Liliana here, I suppose they have gotten rid of the Titan out of the graveyard. So no, that's actually not true. It just comes back. They have gotten rid of the Squirming though, so I can't reanimate that, I suppose. So that's exiled. If they counter a trigger, it's not exiled. I can recast it again with another founding. What is this? Oh, they have a kill spell. Okay. Schooner getting in there. Tough. That was a good turn. Good turn. Okay. Well. I guess I'm just killing the Gix to deny my opponent cards. That will mean I will take a bunch of damage, but I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to kill the Schooner. Pretty good stuff. Tidebinder is nice. Okay, let's gaze into Emergence. Nice. Okay, we can do this all over again. 14 cards. Imagine I had a Porter or something, but I don't. Just have this. Half my deck milled. I only have a Titan. Pretty unlucky. Pretty unlucky. Alright, we have the Bitter Triumph left for the last card. I'm happy I killed the Gix because 2 more cards, or 1 more card would have been annoying, and they also would have gotten the Explorer. I guess I would have killed the Schooner, but if I kill the Schooner, then I can't blow up the Schooner. I'm just gonna kill this now. Pay 3 life. Okay. Punts at 19. Sure. I think I could get this game over with. I'm out of gasoline. If they draw a go for the throat, they might, you know, they have 2 Restless Reefs, so they can just block the Rhino. So I gotta get this game over with. We've used 2 Emergence. I don't have any Cruelties in my deck. If I draw another Founding, I can cast another Emergence, but I just have nothing in my grave. So I'm really kind of hoping this Titan gets the job done. It might. But they can also block with this. This is Death Touch, right? They can block, take 7, go to 1, and then block next turn, and I have nothing. So they technically have me covered. Yeah, also attacking. Yeah. They can also do this. I attack. Oh, never mind. Now I have a blocker. A really nice draw here, perhaps. Yeah, so like what they could have done is they could have blocked here, or just blocked there, go to 1, and then attack me for 7 and kill me. So good play by the opponent, definitely attacking there is good. Yeah. But yeah, I think my opponent would have won this game if they would have just countered the ability. Then they wouldn't have to deal. Then they wouldn't have to deal. Then they would have a go for the throat in the hand right now, essentially. Like they would have been able to just kill this, because they wouldn't have never needed to use the first one, and everything would have been the same. Because like an Emergence in the graveyard or not wouldn't have mattered at all. So opponent could have won this game probably. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Well, now you have to chump block, though. That's actually not that good for you. That's actually not that good for you. Okay. So I die to like a cut down here. I guess I also die to go for the throat. But I mean, I had to attack there. Alright, 1 draw. What do you got? They already used to go for the throats. I assume they don't have cut down in their deck right now. They're going for the attack. I mean, this is just a last-ditch effort. Maybe I click through blocks. Oh, milling me? I'm not sure you want to mill me. Alright, I didn't click through blocks. The opponent tried. But, you're not going to get me that way. Sorry. What is this? Drag the Canal. Okay, that's not going to save you, though. Sweet card. Opponent's playing some unusual cards. They haven't put a Fairy Mastermind into play. Maybe they're trying. Maybe they're trying other cards over Fairy Mastermind. I guess I can respect that. Trying to Lazav. Fair enough. Respect. Like, you always gotta respect people that just try new cards. That is fair. But I'm very harsh in shooting stuff down. I mean, I feel like I have a pretty good ability on raiding cards. And yeah, I think Lazav is just, you know, and Drag the Canal, both of them. I don't see it. This is good if you have like 4 cut downs in your deck, but then it's like more 3-drop. It's also not a 2-drop, and you really want to have 1-drop and a 2-drop. You want to have like boom boom curve out. You don't want to have situational cards like these. This is a sweet looking card, and I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, this could be so good. What if it goes off? It's so good. But like in a blue-black mid-range deck that really wants to curve out with Gix, I mean, yes, you can play this on turn 2 as a 2/2, but it's so embarrassing, right? Like, it's so much worse than the other options. So in that regard, the fail case is so bad that, yeah, just don't. I don't like it. Yeah. All right, next match. Play first. Yes. Okay. Double tap land is awkward. I guess this color combination only has 4 Darkslick Shores. Maybe we can improve the mana base a little bit. Yeah, 2 fatties in hand, 1 tap. I think there's just too much awkwardness involved here. Okay. Going to 5. I mean, I can rely on this gaze, right? This gaze is gonna get me there. Please. I think the main game plan again, like with these things, when you're in doubt, like I technically need the 3rd land, I get it, but when you're in doubt, I think you just bin it in this deck because you really want to get to that 7, that special number, and every land that you put in the bin is getting you there. So that's why these lands seem like perfect for this deck. Really cool deck, really cool deck. Although after that match against Dimir, at least that matchup, whew, I don't know. Seems a bit tough. That's a nice draw here, actually. It's a really nice draw. I could kill that. It stops Gleeful Demolition, potentially. Interesting. I could also play a Gaze. Playing Gaze potentially puts... Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna play Gaze. Alright, well. Sure. Okay, now I'm digging towards the land. I guess. If I draw a land next turn, I might just have the merchants ready to return this on turn 3, which is just utterly broken. That is just insane. Maybe you have to play 4 Gaze. I mean, the Gaze doesn't work very well with all the tap lands, though, so that's an issue, I guess. Opponent smacking in there and has the Gleeful? No Gleeful. Okay. Kumano, that's unusual. Alright, we haven't found it, unfortunately. So, opponent has 1 more turn here. 1 more turn of Reprieve. Okay. What I could have done is I could have gazed in the upkeep to try to find that land, but then I take the opportunity away of just naturally drawing the untapped land and putting a Titan into play, so I'm not going to do that. Unfortunately, the founding goes a little bit to waste here, but it doesn't matter that much. Like the 3rd chapter, I probably won't be able to use. I love that value. What can I say? I can't pass up on it. But yeah, I'm just going to cast Squirming Emergence this turn. Opponent hits me down to 13. Probably put Atraxa into play, right? Maybe Titan. Titan, make 5 life. Could have killed that in response. Maybe that was correct. Ugh. Yikes. Yeah, taplands are not good. I could kill that and then take 5, 7. Oh, they have a recruiter. Yeah, you can't. Okay, I guess this is it. Okay. Well, I got pretty punished for bottoming that glade, that land on my first turn. Maybe I was too aggressive in that. I had only the gaze to mill myself. And I thought that the gaze can just dig me towards the land, but then I drew off the top the founding, played that on turn 2, and then at that point I gazed, didn't find a land in the top 3, which I would have easily kept. Like if I gaze in that situation, I just look at the top 3, oh, land, easy, put it on top. I didn't find it. Then I milled 4, drew, didn't find a land, then I gazed again, couldn't find an untapped land. So I gazed 6 cards. I saw 6 cards with gaze, and I was not able to find an untapped land. You know what I'm definitely doing? I'm definitely kicking out this Restless Reef for Darkslick Shores. Like, we are 100% playing 4 Darkslick Shores in this deck. 100%. The early turns with gaze and stuff, you just need untapped lands. That was a huge pain already. I had the mulligan in hand. I maybe would have been able to keep with all these slow lands. Yeah. And then, yeah, just not a good idea. All right, well, we have a lot of sideboards, so that's good. Okay. I guess I want maybe the portal, not. Jin-Gitaxias, definitely not. Cruelty is probably unnecessary. Terratite is good. Could see the Virtue. Bitter Triumph, don't love that one. It does something, maybe 1 Virtue, maybe. Portal to Phyrexia maybe better than the Multiverse. I don't know about the Tempest Hart. Maybe the Tempest Hart is worse than Bitter Triumph. Like, they have a bunch of creatures, so this discards, this kills a thing while discarding. It digs me deeper towards... Maybe I do 1. Digs me deeper towards my own combo. Okay. Yeah, I feel like these... I don't know, I got pretty unlucky there, I think. Like, the Sparrow's Headquarters as well. Maybe we don't play that. And instead just play untapped lands. Like, you really cannot afford to play tap lands in this deck, I think. This is fine. Just you gotta go up on the number of pain lands maybe as well. Yeah, I think you can improve the mana base a little bit. And that's really nothing to say against the creator of the deck. I think they're doing great with this idea and everything. Maintenance entering soon. Okay. Well, I'm recording a video. Come on, guys. Can't you let me do that? Yeah, in any case, no shots fired at the creator of the deck. I think they did a great job. But, you know, like, Magic is a very complicated game, and I'm sure after the tournament they also had, like, various ideas of how they can improve their deck, because you always improve and iterate, and I hope they're not too mad at me for criticizing certain things. I don't have double... Oh, I do have double black. Okay, easy. Then I guess I'll keep the card. Keep that card. Seems good. I don't know. Seems good. And then we go with Riverino into Founding. Then next turn Path. Then on the following turn. Oh, yeah. Now we're gonna see if the Prankster works with this. Nice. Nice. That works. Awesome. Okay, wait a minute. Do I want it there or do I want it... in the bin. Because I do cast it with this, right? Can actually, no. So it only has 4, so I would need to mill more anyways. So if I take this, I can mill more. No, I'm gonna mill 4 on the next turn anyways. So that's like a lot more cards. But I only have a portal. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. I might not even Path of Peril, I guess. We'll see. If they have Gleeful here, I guess I have to. Interesting. Interesting situation. No Gleeful. Well, that makes it easy. Then I'm just gonna Prankster. Okay, we hit a Titan and we have 7 in the bin now. Interesting. So theoretically, I could just... But I think I just want to put a portal into play. I love this deck. Putting turn 4 portal into play is kind of broken. Alright, that's cool. So you're gonna hit me for 5? Yeah. Like, it's just broken. And you have, like, a lot of sideboard cards for Convoke. Alright, didn't hit anything. Don't worry about it. Oh, portal to Phyrexia, baby. Let's go. Look at this. Oh! Yes. Yeah, I take a pain. I go to 11. It's fine. Next turn, I'm going to put a Titan into play with my portal. I guess they could blow up the portal, huh? I mean, I'd be very sad. I'd be also surprised. Oh, they have that! Right! They play 4 of those! Oh my god, that was so risky. But they didn't do it! They didn't blow up my portal. I cannot believe it. If they had a recruiter there, they would have killed me. Maybe this was just too risky. Wow. Man, this Convoke deck. Jesus Christ. Maybe this was too risky. Maybe I should just gotten Titan. Wow, they missed completely. They blanked on this. Okay. Wow, sick. Okay, I get Titan right. Yeah, I get Titan, make 5 life. Yeah, okay. Make 5, and then destroy that. Me gain 5 life, please. Thank you very much. We do this, protect ourselves against any recruiter shenanigans, and yeah, I think this should be it. But they could have Gleeful'd my portal. Jesus Christ. And then play a Voldaran Epicure. I mean, I might have been able to just win the fairway against that, but they could have just killed my portal. I mean, which I think was the correct move to make from their position, you know? It's like you're stopping Titan into Atraxa. Of course you blow up the portal there. And I shouldn't have gotten back the portal. I think I should have just gotten the Titan and been fine with it, maybe. Or gotten Atraxa. Getting Atraxa is maybe best. Because I had multiple sweepers in hand. So they either have to have the kill spell for Atraxa, but then if they have it, I have drawn like 6 additional cards, so I can like maybe reanimate it again. Yeah. War Leader's Call. War Leader's Call. Alright. For once we have good mana, but that's about it. I think that's a mulligan. Like, I have only the maze to surveil. I have like all these 2 mana enablers that I need to have my deck functioning. And I have 5 sweepers in my deck. Okay. Yes, I keep. Maybe kind of like the Fallaji as a blocker. But keeping Tempest Hart means I have something to cast with this. Maybe I bottom this. Maybe I do this, and then I go this into Fallaji. Maybe I just ignore the Fallaji. It's just gonna die to my path anyways. Good old Darkslick Shores. Imagine this hand had it like a tap land. Like I would have not been able to keep it. So yeah, just recognize that. Darkslick Shores, our Lord and Savior in this particular game, perhaps. If that would be a tap land, I would not be able to keep. Opponent goes the same exact play again. Tapping those friends. I mean, I'm happier that this happens than they go gleeful and make a 4/4. That would be a lot more painful, which is pretty insane that this deck just casually does that. Tap, land, city. Okay. Keeping that, I have to play it next turn. In that case, I will see that if I leave that on top, which I will. So there's not even a reason, because I'm not going to surveil it, so I can just draw the Sparrows, I guess. Bit unfortunate that we just have a bunch of tap lands again. The mana base is just off. The mana base has to be changed a little bit. I'll do so after this match. I hope I still get the chance to play another game after that. Or the maintenance will not screw me. The Malicious Eclipse, kind of not good against the Warleader's Call, I guess. All the Inspector goes around it, this guy goes around it then. Yeah. Path of Peril. Path of Peril is where it's at. Especially against the Warleader's Call. Maybe you just want 4 Path of Peril. Like, look at this, the Eclipse doesn't do jack shit. What is the Eclipse for? It's like against Toxic or what? Oh wow, they just play this out. That's a pretty bad play. Like, just crack a clue and try to find more creatures. Like, your Voldaren Epicure is actually 2 power or whatever. Like, they could have just cracked the clue. They draw 1 drop, they have more power. Way, way better than casting this. Alright, now I'll do this, and I guess I'll leave out my black. Okay. Yeah, but the Eclipse maybe should just be Path of Peril. After seeing this game. Tempest Hart. So cool that you can cast Adventures. Oh my gosh. Do we have a... No, we don't. And all of these won't even... like... Ugh, it's bad. Maybe just these two. Like Eclipse. Eclipse worse. Maybe it's worse. Eclipse deals with Gleeful. It deals with Epicure. It deals with Resolute Reinforcements. But they have Flash, so they're going to deal me like 2 + 4 damage from the attack. But these Bitter Triumph also don't look hot. Yeah, I really wish this would have been something better. I might be playing a 3/4 next turn. Alright, we'll see, we'll see. I mean, I have Gaze, I have this, I have only one type. Oof, low. And I don't have a reanimation thing, so I'm milling 7 potentially. Okay. I guess that's kind of fine by me. Maybe. It might mean I get an extra turn here, which is good, because I have to spit a Triumph for it. Go to 12. Yeah, this Eclipse looks heinous. Okay. Portal for sure goes. This definitely goes. This I can just cast with that. That's free cards. I think I'm going to bin this too. Kind of want to find another thing that mills me. Perfect. Okay, that was great. There's a Path of Peril. Now we have 6 for Emergence. Let's see. No. Oh, yeah. I'll just put it on 1 for now. And I don't think there's any reason to cast that. I mean, they might have protection. They might have some protection spell for this. Like, that's why I want to kill it right now, because like I'm 100% killing that, right? I just don't like giving them information, of course, if I don't have to. I could have also played the Tempest Hart, interestingly enough. Instead of this. Nah, no, it's not a good move here. Definitely not. Anyways, I'm just trying to figure out if I should kill it now. I will regret my choice, maybe. But also gives the information. They don't have any protection, right? Famous last words. Famous last words. Go to 11. Yep. Yep. Go to 10. If they have Recruiter, I'm dead. Yeah. I would have been land and Recruiter, to be fair. Kill you. Don't play a protection spell, please. Valorous Stance. Nobody plays that card. Okay. I could have killed it in my main phase and sort of avoided this stress. Maybe it's just correct. But then on the other hand, giving your opponent less information might mean, you know, like they set up a kill maybe or something, you know, with a Recruiter, which otherwise wouldn't be optimal for them to play. And then they sort of wasted that because they have to kill for the knight. So, you know, you can maybe trick them into a line that's suboptimal because they're working with less information. All right. I have the Squirming. I'm going to get back Portal here. I only have Portal. I need to stack these triggers well. Oh my god, they can get lost me. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Alright. They had get lost. Damn. Okay. Well. Next turn, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get a portal back. Opponent has 2 clues. They can turn this. One more counter. But then tap me these 3 and then they can draw a clue, get another creature maybe, and then make it a 5/6 attack. They also cannot then use these. Huh. But I feel like I might need something better in Portal. So I think I need to play this over the Tempest Hart. Because I need to dig deeper and find Atraxa probably. It's like Portal doesn't gain me any life. Oh wow. I could just take that. That's probably a good idea. Unfortunately it doesn't kill the Warden, but it gains me up to 10. Okay. Okay, so now I can get back the Portal, which might be good enough. Like, now they have a creature fewer. I'm just worried that I won't be able to kill this if I get the Portal, you know? That might just get me in 2 turns. They find, like, Resolute Reinforcements, for example. Or a Gleeful. Damn. Where's my Atraxa? I've seen half my deck. Okay, sacking the clue before tapping it. That is probably another misplay. Right? Like... Murex. Tight game for sure. I think it would have been less tight if the Malicious Eclipse would have been a Path of Peril. So I really want to make that change as well. I really, like, I don't know, like there might be some upside to that, but I really don't see it. Go to 7. Yeah, I mean, if that's all you got. Now I don't... Yeah, they sack another clue. Oh, sure. Who cares? Probably shouldn't have that card in their deck post-board. Yeah, there's no way around that. So they can Gleeful. They can Gleeful again. Otherwise, I will start getting back. I guess a 4/4. What do I have? Nightclubber. Nightclubber doesn't do much against War Leader's Call. Novice Inspector. Draw a card. Could also get the Fallaji. Maybe that's just best. Bit sad, but that mills me more of big things. No. There's another Squirm. I'm just gonna try to mill like Atraxa. That's my game plan. Okay. Could play Tempest Hart as well. I can't return anything meaningful right now. I guess I could return the Founding. Yeah, that's maybe a good idea actually. Okay, let's do that. You know what? I'm gonna do it. No, I'm gonna do this now. In case I hit Atraxa here, I can reanimate it. Okay. It's just a no. It's just a good idea. I think like they could get lost this, but I'm still gonna mill 4 cards here. I'm gonna move the chapter first, so mill 4, so the portal can hit, like also reanimate. So, Jesus. Where are my cards? Where are my fatties? I have like 3 Atraxas in my deck. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah, that's it. There was nothing I could have done against this, right? Like, no matter what creature I get back, no matter what I do, I'm just dead to Mirrex plus Resolute there. I think I got pretty unlucky this game. And if my path would have been if my malicious would have been a path, I don't know. I think this matchup seems kind of good for us, I think. I got pretty unlucky there. And not hitting like any lifelink creature in like the top 30 cards of my deck. I have 5 of them. Seems weird. What do you just call? Get the job done. How much damage did that card deal me? A lot, I think. 6 or 7. Like just the triggered ability. Alright, play first. Okay, I added some untapped lands, as you can tell. It might be a little bit painful, but I think it's worth taking like 4 pain or whatever on your lands in those early turns, just to be able to successfully cast your spells on time. I think that's going to be very important, because you're going to lose a lot more life down the line if you're not casting your spells on time. Alright, this Jin-Gitaxias, I'm not quite convinced yet, but maybe there's a good reason behind that, probably. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the land here. Not risking that. Because again, like these two don't find any lands, so there's an issue there. But yeah, this draw seems pretty great. Playing against Island turn 1. I'm really getting behind the Prankster as well. I think it's probably better than the Confounding Riddle in this deck. Yeah, you're missing out on cards sometimes. But then, like, you're just happy milling yourself because you're fine with having card disadvantage. You're fine with that because in the end, you're just gonna get like an Atraxa into play, and it even can be a chump blocker down the line to buy you more time. All right, so now I can just put Atraxa into play turn 3, and then do it next turn again. That's just broken, and this is all possible because we went Gaze. Gaze into this, into that, and that all because we had untapped lands. Who cares that we had 17? You know, this is utterly broken and much better than having like a bunch of slow lands or whatever. Okay, great. So take I guess one of these boys. Land doesn't deal us damage. And cruelty, founding. Founding, cruelty, I guess founding. Perfect. So this is going to get us Jin-Gitaxias against the blue opponent who didn't have the turn 2 counterspell. Oh, my opponent's playing Prankster Reno. Oh, we're playing blue-white Jin. I guess with like Mentor. The blue-white Mentor deck. Sleight of handing. Do you have Opt? You have Consider and Sleight of Hand, right? Yeah, okay. That's 8 cheap spells. It's fine, I guess. Okay. This is just utterly broken what I'm doing. Like I just put a turn 3 Atraxa into play in standard. Turn 3. Imagine that. How often is this gonna happen? How consistent is this? That is sort of the next question. Is it actually consistently happening? I think cruelty. Just kick out cruelty every game. Any of these big creatures? Titan, maybe? Portal? Mentor and Audigen. Those are the probably 8 threats my opponent is playing. Yeah, I mean, go for the throat, I guess. In addition to Bitter Triumph. Bitter Triumph already seems excellent. One with the Multiverse. Portal. Atraxa. Yeah, I really wouldn't hate that sorcery that can gain flash. Considering that there aren't that many sorceries in this deck, are there? I mean, there's Squirming Emergence, but I think that's the only sorcery, right? So with Atraxa, upping your sorcery count, not too bad, because you already have 4 enchantments with the Founding, so the Cruelties. I guess then you have 6 enchantments in total. Yeah, this hand won't do it. Okay-ish, maybe? I mean, I have the Tempest Hart. If that resolves, I can put 2 in the bin. A bad mana situation again. Maybe I need more pain lands. These slow lands just don't do the trick. I'm up to 6 pain lands now. Yeah, maybe just more pain. More pain. Just too many tap lands. I mean, I have an Undercity Sewers, I guess. I'm not gonna go to 5. This card seems powerful. Yeah, just do this. Yeah, just more pain lands. How many can you play? 6 is a lot already. Like, again, like, it doesn't matter. It does not matter in the end. If you just win on turn 3. Oh, Druid of Aura, man, Jesus. What? Why? Why do you play that card? It's a wasted sideboard slot. What is it for? Can someone explain? Besides this deck, what is this for? Insidious Roots? Has that taken over the ladder? I saw Crookies playing Insidious Roots. Is that, like, is hers good against Insidious Roots? Not even good against that deck, right? Because you just get 1/1 whenever they exile a card from your graveyard. Oh my god. What is this nonsense? Why are you putting your hers in your sideboard? I drew Boseiju. Okay. Yeah. But now I put these in the bin and they're both gonna get exiled. Jesus. I'm just gonna hope I draw Bitter Triumph and then I can discard the Atraxa. I can't believe they just put a hearse into play turn 2. What is this? What is this nonsense? Such nonsense. If I draw a Founding here, the hand is bad. So if I draw a Founding, I might win still. Founding seems like the most powerful card in the deck. Or Prankster into Prankster or something like that. Cannot believe it, man. Cannot believe that nonsense. Oh, they made a mistake. They ditched the Duress. You actually have to ditch the land there, right? I mean, I guess I can't Duress. Like, Founding gets the Duress back, so you want to get rid of permanents, I would think. They drew the cantrip right away off the top. The best draw. Alright, well, we'll lose. You lose some, you win some. Crazy. Hers turn 2, I can't believe it. Okay. Wow. Alright, are we doing it? Maybe. Huh. So I mill 4, but then I won't have enough to do anything. I think it's still the call, because, like, how is it gonna play out? I hope I hit Bitter Triumph. I did not. In fact, hit Bitter Triumph. Okay, well now I'm gonna Emergence another Founding, I guess. Oh, Gaze. Wait a minute. Oh, no, 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 no. This is too quick. No, I needed to put a stop. No, this would have been so sick. Oh, wait a minute. Can I target this? Okay, okay, I can still do it. Okay, okay, thank God. Come on. Fatty. Ah! Damn it. $11 cards in hand. 11 life, I mean. 11 cards in hand. They have a significant amount of power, but they're, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna Emergent back what? The Archaeologist? And take the Bitter Triumph to my hand. No. I don't have a land. That's the issue. I need to draw a land. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, okay, I think I found a reasonable line. Yeah, do that. Cast it. I think I just I guess I could cast this and then cast. No, doesn't work. No. I think I just get this. Take the Bitter Triumph. And then discard my Atraxa. And if I draw a land next turn, I can cast both in the same turn. Or I could have milled. I could have milled a fatty, and then I could have just gotten the fatty back. I could have milled Atraxa or whatever. I can block the Mentor. Yeah, that's the worst. Cantrips are the worst in this situation. I mean, they have a lot in the deck, so I can't really complain. There's no complaint equity here. Okay, I guess I'll just preserve my life total. And yeah, just there's the land. There it is, the land, the land, the land. Ah! I'm just gonna play 12 pain lands in this deck. Oh man. Are you kidding me with that hearse though? Are you kidding me? Are you like having one hearse in your sideboard just to randomly host the mirror match? Make those Jins into 0-4s. I cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. Okay. I'm trying this and then just hoping for a blue source. Might just die, but that's the life we live. I mean, I could go to 5. I have this cry, so I'm like, yeah, maybe I get there. I didn't. It's fine. Hearse turn 2 is just so insane. Like if they didn't have that hearse on turn 2, like that game would have been easy. I would have been able to beat multiple counter spells, I think, if they just don't exile that Atraxa, like, or like if I can just discard with the Tempest Hart and be happy. Just absolutely, absolutely unreal. Magic the Gathering. An update is available. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna lose because bad RNG. Oh, they hit with the helping hand. Wow, they're nuts, I guess. Okay, that's gonna be enough for me for this one. I gotta go back to that Pioneer testing. I think this deck is really sweet. Maybe remove even more. I'm gonna put my most updated list in the description. Maybe remove even more of these tab lands and play more pain lands. But because again, like, don't care about the pain as long as you can cast your spells on time. That's the most important part of this deck. Time is of the essence. So tab lands, terrible. Slow lands, not great, especially in conjunction with all those surveil lands. you know, you're already really like taxing your mana base. You cannot basically, and Gaze really rewards having untapped lands. So, all right, cool. Well, thanks for watching. This deck is really cool. We put an Atraxa into play turn 3. People don't usually play Graveyard Hate, so I don't know why I'm seeing this Hearse over there. Just bad RNG, I guess. But yeah, in that case, this deck actually seems really nice. Might not be that great against Demir midrange, but I think it's good against Convoke and any deck that like domain ramp, like how they're gonna interact with your graveyard. They just aren't. And then you just put out Atraxas really fast or what have you. And yeah, it seems pretty awesome. Seems pretty sweet. All right, so thanks for the sweet brew. And I thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one. Take care, guys.